Morning SFH, hope you are all well and having a nice week so far. Sorry I didn't do the video yesterday, a little bit too busy, but here we go. What I'd like to talk to you about are three main elements. So we're going to talk about the main coursework, then the short little piece of coursework for the crime topic, and then the crime exam as well. So those are the three elements that you need to keep in mind. I did mention in the last video it's going to be a really busy month. Appreciate you've got lots of work for all your other subjects as well, but just think in this time next month it's all going to be over. So firstly, let's talk about the big coursework. Reminder that the date for that is the 26th of May. 26th of May, that has to be handed in. It's going to be handed in via Turnitin on Study Smart. I'm sure you're getting used to Study Smart now and where everything needs to be handed in. And that is your full document, so all of the sections together. If you are struggling with section 3, I think that's where most of you are up to now, I have added an example. Okay, and in fact I've added an example of section 1, section 2 and a section 3. So if you want to go and have a look at the example 1 on there got full marks. So it's a really good set out and layout of what you're actually looking for. It also shows you how you should start to conclude, how you evaluate your methodology and the sort of final and overall conclusions that you're going to make. Your last part, the final part of it, should be actually concluding whether your hypothesis was true or false. And remember, it doesn't matter if your hypothesis was true or false. You're just saying what your outcome actually was. Can I also remind you that in that coursework you need to make sure that you've got all your references, your bibliography as well. So if you've referred to any sociologist, any sociological study, obviously in part 2, or your context, anything like that, you need to make sure that you've got a reference for each of them. The reason for that is so that you're not done for plagiarism, basically. So if you've referred to a sociologist, you're not claiming it as your own work. So if you've got any questions on that coursework, please let me know. Keep on checking the page, and as I said, have a look at the example ones that are on there. Okay, secondly, let's talk about the crime coursework. Thank you very much for all posting on the forum. If you posted your 2 posts on the forum, then that bit's all done. You've got your marks already, so that's really good to know. So you now all have an idea as to which of the 3 areas you're doing. So you're either doing social class, ethnicity or gender. Now you should be putting together your PowerPoint. Okay, remember, it's going to read like an essay, a 1,000-word essay. So you are trying to examine all the different problems to do with crime statistics in relation to one of those 3 different areas. Trying to write about 1,000 words. The reason it's on PowerPoint is because it should have images to support it. So any pictures you can find images of sociologists if you refer to a sociologist, pie charts, bar graphs if you're referring to anything like that. Try not to put too much writing on one page, okay? You've got 1,000 words, so spread it out over quite a few pages. I've just been asked to say to you that before you hand it in on Turnitin, it needs to be converted to a PDF file. The reason for that, again, is that it's scanned for plagiarism. Okay, so don't just hand it in the PowerPoint format. Please convert it to a PDF before you actually submit it. As I say, that's got to be in on the 22nd of May. I think I'm right in saying that for each of these dates, the deadline is midday UK time. Okay, so 22nd of May, that would be midday UK time. Again, any questions on that, please do let me know, but you now all know which of the 3 topics you'll be looking at. And then finally, the crime exam paper. Firstly, thank you and well done to those of you that had a go at the practice paper that was released yesterday. My intention is to mark that today and tomorrow. I'll be marking it on Turnitin, so the comments will come back to you via that. So you won't be getting an email from me. You should be able to see the comments via Turnitin. You will notice as well that you got a little similarity percentage. This tells you if you plagiarised. So if you copied and pasted something off a website, you will not get a mark for that because it will be clearly be plagiarised. And this goes for the real exam as well, okay? That window is open for 2 hours, but if you just go onto a website and you copy and paste it, it will be really obvious and you will get 0 on that question. And if you've got too much plagiarism, the whole exam will be 0. So please do not do it. It should all be your own writing. It should all be in your own words. If you missed that practice paper, please can you have a go at the one next Monday? Okay, so be one released next Monday, again at midday UK time. The reason we would like you to do these is it gets you into good practice for the real thing. So you know exactly what it looks like, how it's released, how you answer, etc, etc. What I don't want you to be in a position is that when you come to do the real paper on the 1st of June, it's the first time that you've ever done it and you're a little bit confused. Okay, so please make sure that you do have a go at that practice one. Also, in terms of the real exam paper on the 1st of June, I'm going to be giving you lots of bits and pieces to help you to prepare for that. The other thing that I think I'm going to do is make you a little podcast to listen to as well in preparation for that exam too. So as long as you listen to the podcast, you'll get a good idea of what you should be preparing for or revising for. All of the crime materials now are on the crime page as well. Okay, so if you've missed anything, please do go back, have a look at those bits on there. So I'm just going to remind you of the dates again, and then you can come back and ask me any questions. So let's do it in chronological order. So next Monday, there'll be a crime paper released again. That's on the 18th. That's a practice paper for you to have a go at from midday. On the 22nd of May, you need to make sure that you hand in your crime coursework. That's the bit that's worth 25%. That's your individual project. On the 26th of May, your final big overall piece of coursework needs to be submitted. And then on the 1st of June, you have your crime exam paper, which will be released and turn it in the usual way. And then I know a couple of you are also having a go at the family paper as well. That's released on the 5th of June. So, lots of information. Make sure you write all of this down. You can rewatch this video if you need to remember or remind yourself of all the dates. But enjoy yourselves. Okay, do get plenty of rest. But let's be prepared for a really, really busy month. And best wishes to each of you. Thank you.